If you followed the very first part of the interview, I promised a second part just cruising, so sit back, relax and just cruising here on Lake Como, because right now we are on a boat heading towards Villa d'Este, which is the most famous hotel in the area. And as you can see, it's a great day, but not so sunny, which is great because when it's cloudy, it's like having a big soft box above our heads, and I love it for shooting photos and to record videos. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thomas Love here from One Lens Only, and today, as you can see, as promised, I jumped on a wooden boat which is vintage and I'm just cruising here on Lake Como. So this is what most of the tourists come here for. Just be enjoying a cruise on a wooden boat, vintage, visiting villas, taking photos, recording videos. So here we have the same model that we had in Villa Olmo. So as you can see, guys, you have this image in your mind that everything is super fancy, but your hair is getting messy. And then you need to just relax and chill and study the locations, because whether you pick one villa or another, well, it's a choice. It might mean a difference in half an hour cruising from one side to the other. But here today we are headed towards the west side of the lake in the Como branch, because it is where Cernobbio is, where Villa d'Este is, where some villas that I know which are very close to the city are. And here, as you can see, I'm just using my Insta360 X5 because I don't want to mess around, I don't want to set the framing, I want to study it afterwards. What does it mean? It means that with this tool you will have eventually to spend more time editing, but in the very moment you are recording, you're just recording everything around you, and then you are not shooting on purpose. This is what we are doing where we're having photography, while for the B-roll and to tell a story with the 360 camera, you're not shooting on purpose. You are recording everything and then you give it the purpose and the story afterwards. As you can see, we are now enjoying some vintage colors. Now this part has been recorded with my Sony. You see the depth of field, you see the compression, you see the difference in between the teeny tiny sensor in the action cam compared to the full frame and to the proper glasses that I'm using right now, even if it's less stable. But then it gets me the white balance already ready for the contrast in between the skin and the red of that hotel, which is quite famous, and all the vintage colors, despite, I'm sorry, the model didn't pick an appropriate cloth, because I was envisioning something like more into the white or cream tones, and she showed up with a black dress. But this is totally fine because we can compensate with the mood, with the leaves, with the deep green that you see in the villas and in the gardens compared to the wooden boat. And so this is a good contrast that I like to have, especially on the photos and where we're taking the shots with the model. Like here, as you can see, this black dress doesn't really impact that much on the overall colors of the photo. And also when you are recording, well, this bit is particularly nice because you have good expressions of people actually living the moment rather than just posing or trying to express something. I love this candid shot. I don't know about yourself, but I love candids. I love to tell stories, not just posing the model or the guy who was so gentle to take us around with this beautiful boat. But the day was great. The light was perfect. My gear, I thought I needed a wider glass than the Sigma 24-70, but in the very end, if I'm using the Insta360 for recording videos, well, this is plenty for shooting stills, because if you don't have the crop in factor given by the stab, meaning I'm not recording videos with that, well, it doesn't creep in that much. And so 24mm, it's plenty, while I was missing a bit the compression from the 28 to 105 that I used to have always by Sigma, but the 24 it makes a whole difference, especially when you are in such a limited space like a tiny boat on a lake. And so we're just cruising and enjoying the moment and taking shots, because this is the second part of the interview that we started already. If you missed this episode, please find it up there. And then from time to time, I always remember I love black and white, so this is the reason why of this very shot. And then even with the same setting, you see how it changes comparing the black and white with the color nuances when you have a cloudy day. So here you see, we can see the blue of the sky, but the sun was filtered by clouds. So this is why it's perfect, because I didn't have to put any layer to avoid harsh shadows on the model. And this is why I said in the very beginning, it's like having a big soft box above our head. And these are the shots that I enjoy the most here on Lake Como, because I love the end result. So we can say that I am a portrait photographer specialized in cloudy days, because I always schedule a session when I know it's gonna be cloudy, because the softbox effects for the light are something you cannot compare to anything else, even if you have a shallow depth of field like right now in front of the fountain. So guys, please let me know if you have any questions, if you need to schedule a trip or a boat cruise with the photos on the lake. I will be happy to help you organize it and to be your photographer of reference here on Lake Como. Please visit Lake Como Photos, which is my brand new website. Otherwise, feel free to let me know down here in the comments if you have any questions. And with that, I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, please remember to like it, share it on your social media, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss no videos to come. And I guess I will see you later. And stay tuned, because brand new contents are coming every week with photo shooting here on Lake Como.